What's up? Your boy Setema Gali. I got a question for you. Why is having a growth mindset so important? Sit back, relax, and let's rock and roll. First of all, what's a growth mindset? Well, growth mindset means that I'm always going to get better. I'm going to grow, I'm going to expand, I'm going to build, I'm going to become, versus fixed mindset, which is stay the same, just not grow, not take risks, live a boring life. I'm going to give you three of the big reasons why having a growth mindset, right? This abundant mentality versus the scarcity mentality, okay? Number one, failure doesn't break you, it builds you. When you have this growth mindset, or what I call the abundant mentality, failure is not failure. Failure is growth. Failure is building. Failure is becoming. Failure is learning. If you're not in the growth mindset, then what happens is you fail and you go, oh, woe is me. Oh my gosh. And then you have a mental breakdown and you don't ever take a risk again. And then you live a life that is so fixed and so capped, right? There's a ceiling, there's a roof that you never break through. The fixed mindset would have you believe that failure is bad. Growth mindset is like, I want to grow no matter what. I lose, okay, I never lose, I learn. I remember hearing Conor McGregor in one of his early fights that he lost, he says, I never lose, I only learn. I hope my accent came through on that. Okay, so that's the first one, right? Failure is not failure, it's building you. Second reason why having a growth mindset is so important, because all of the things that happen to you are happening for you. They're not happening to you. So you can extract a lesson from everything. Let me say this again. It's not that something's happening to you and woe is me and let me have a pity party. It's happening for me. And there's a lesson and there's a gift. And my job is to find the lessons and find the gifts and find the things that can help me in the future. Right? This is why it's so important that you have this growth mindset. With the growth mindset, it means I'm never ending in my expansion, right? I'm on the path of growth. I want to become more. And if I do that, I can learn from every mistake. I can learn from every breakdown. And the third reason why having this growth mindset is so critical, because the more you grow, the more that you can create. The more that you create, the more value you create, and the more money you make, the more difference you make. Now, I don't know what world you live in, but the world that I live in, which is the world that you live in, requires this thing called money, right? That's how we earn a living, and that's how we go get what we want, and we pay for flights, and the airline people get paid, and they go buy groceries, and this money just goes around. So the goal is to adapt and to adjust and to pivot. Think about Nokia, right? I don't know if you guys ever remember the Nokia phones. Some of you guys are too young, but there's this old phone. They had the marketplace. And BlackBerry had the marketplace and Trio. And then this smartphone came into play. And these guys were so stuck. They're like, nah. Well, iPhone and Android is obviously the biggest. Like those old phones, non-existent. Why? Because they had a fixed mindset. They were content and they were complacent. If you do not grow, if you do not expand your skill sets, your mindsets, who you are, another phrase for this is what I call human life value, right? The value that you bring to this world. Again, human life value. If you don't grow, then you can't create much. And if you can't create much, then you're living paycheck to paycheck in a cardboard box down by the river. Now, for some of you, that's not a big deal. You're okay with that. For most of you, I know that's not how you want to live. You would like to travel and go see family and go stay at a nice hotel. And you would like to eat at nice restaurants. And you'd like to be able to write a check and help your nieces and nephews and your kids out. Instead of just, hey, we'll send you some prayers. I pray and I pray for people. But you know what's just as powerful? Write people a check. Because you've grown in your mindsets and skill sets. So having this growth mentality of expansion allows you to create more value. It allows you to do more for more people. And it allows you to become more. And it's not about accumulation of stuff. It's about utilization of your resources. So people who have a growth mindset, well, it's simple. They make a difference for people. They serve people. They give back. They donate because of the game of expansion. Growth mindset, expansion, becoming, right? All those setbacks, they're not setbacks. They're preparation for the comeback. All those failures, they're not failures. It's becoming and learning. And all the adversities are teaching you lessons, life lessons, giving you the blueprint so you can help other people in their life. That's a growth mindset. Now, there's a lot of other things we could talk about, but if this has been useful for you and helpful, and you want to become a more powerful person, and you want to be the person who really lives inside of this expansion path, join me for a live experience once a month. I do a live experience where we interact, we have conversations. There's amazing people, and there's information everywhere. If this was useful for me talking to you in YouTube, imagine what it would be like to be with me in a live experience. Hit the link inside of the description, and I would love to see you in our experience. Let's go. Growth, not fixed. Abundance, not scarcity. Expansion, not contraction. Watch your whole world transform. I love you. I'm out.
Let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the block, do it for the name. Yeah. No, there ain't no stopping it. If you really want it, better rock with it. This is how to be a game changer. Better put your pride down, heavy, get your pen up. Wanna be the greatest, we ain't stopping till we win, yo. This is how to make it when they hating, we ain't worried what they saying. This is how to be a game changer.